Here we go. Clark comes off the screen. She's got to look. Fires it. Got it! Count it! Caitlin Clark for three.
Oh my God!
What a finish!
Oh my God!
They'll check to make sure, but
here's Clark. Wow! You bet! From beyond the logo, and a little point afterwards.
It's amazing, just to see that how many people just love her in this city. She made her mark here, and it's just incredible to see all the fans and how much she's just put into working, and then the impact she's had on this city is just amazing to see.
You can lead the nation in scoring, break 3,900 career points, and still struggle to find her rhythm in the pros. That's the shocking reality for Caitlin Clark. She shattered records in college, then hit a wall in the WNBA. Subscribe for more stories like this as we dive deeper into the rise and the reckoning of one of basketball's brightest stars. Caitlin Clark's college career at Iowa wasn't just great, it was historic. From 2020 to 2024, she lit up the NCAA, scoring 3,951 career points, surpassing even Pete Maravich to become the all-time leading scorer in Division I basketball, men's and women's. Her senior season alone was jaw-dropping. 31.6 points, 8.9 assists, and 7.4 rebounds per game on 46.2% shooting from the field and nearly 38% from deep. She didn't just play the game, she elevated it. Clark didn't just rewrite the record books. She redefined what it meant to be a college athlete in the spotlight.
How many people just love
she
her
dropped
in this city. She made her mark here, and
1,234
it's
points
just incredible
in a
to
single
see all
season, the most ever. She nailed 548 career three-pointers. And she's the only player, man or woman, with over 3,900 points, 1,144 assists, and 990 rebounds. Known for her logo-range threes and laser court vision, Clark became a household name, leading Iowa to back-to-back national title games in 2023 and 2024. Though both ended in losses, to LSU and South Carolina, her impact was undeniable. She made women's basketball mainstream. But the pro level? That's a different beast. Drafted number 1 overall by the Indiana Fever in 2024, Clark entered the WNBA under a national spotlight. Her debut was rocky, turnovers piled up, and shots didn't fall. Yet she adjusted fast. By the end of the 2024 season, she averaged 17.1 points, 5.8 assists, and 3.5 rebounds per game. Her shooting dipped to just 34.7% from the field, but she showed flashes of brilliance, leading all rookies in assists and setting records for most assists in a season by a first-year player, 337 total, and 12 double-doubles, the most ever by a rookie guard. Clark's challenge now? Adapting. She's facing elite physical defenders and adjusting to a team-oriented system, sharing the floor with stars like Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston. The WNBA is faster, tighter, and less forgiving. She's also leading the league in turnovers, 5.6 per game, a growing pain that shows she's still adjusting. But her range, confidence, and playmaking spark are all still there. And the fans? Still with her. Fever games are breaking TV records. Merchandise is flying off shelves. And Clark's name is everywhere. So here's the bottom line. College Caitlin Clark was a certified bucket, an NCAA legend. WNBA Caitlin Clark is a future star, still finding her footing, but she's got the tools, the mindset, and the spotlight to get there. As her pro career unfolds, one thing's for sure, this is only the beginning. Subscribe for more on Caitlin Clark's journey and the rising tide of women's basketball. Now, Clark is learning on the fly. She's facing the league's toughest defenders, adjusting to a faster, more physical game, and sharing the spotlight with stars like Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston. The WNBA is more demanding, more team-oriented, and less forgiving. She's also leading the league in turnovers, 5.6 per game, a sign of both her aggressive play and the steep learning curve she's climbing. Still, the Caitlin Clark magic hasn't faded. Her deep range, fearless confidence, and dazzling playmaking are all intact. Fans are flocking to Fever games, TV ratings are soaring, and her jersey is flying off the shelves. Her name is everywhere.
Step back triple.
Caitlin Clark transcends all sports.
I want to ask you about this. The Indiana Fever, they tip off their season coming up this weekend at home against Chicago. And we know all the talk about Caitlin Clark, and as they try to, who knows, win a WNBA championship. They're one of the favorites to do it. You've seen her play. You've seen the games.
Yeah.
How great has she been for this city here?
Yeah, I mean, she's transformed the WNBA. I think she's transformed women's sports. But obviously this year you've got Lexi, you've got Sophie. Sophie's a common talk around our place because our team president's from Missouri or played at Mizzou. Same place. But I mean, they have transformed. And for young girls, like my daughter is 2 and 4, right? To see somebody like Caitlin Clark come out and really transform the sport and the way people perceive it. I mean, America's sweetheart, certainly here in the Midwest, they connect to the core of a great Midwestern town like Indianapolis. So it's really cool to see.
Kathy Engelbert on the balance of promoting Caitlin. Caitlin brought tens of millions of new viewers, and there's no denying that impact. Not just in the WNBA, but the world of sports. Adam Silver, and I talk all the time about this. She's the most popular athlete in America.
But then you've also stumbled into this phenomenon in Caitlin that's like a once-a-decade thing. Like the last time it really happened in sports was probably Steph Curry in 2014, right? When the Warriors thing really started taking off and you could just feel the energy shift. I remember going to a Warriors game the year before the 73 win season and just getting there early because I wanted to see media people, and people were in the arena just in case he was still going to be there for warm-ups. And I was like, this is like different. This has not happened for a while. You have this now with Caitlin. So how do you balance pushing her versus like making sure, like Asia Wilson, her shoe just sold out in 5 minutes. So it's not like some of the other players aren't doing well, but how do you balance making sure you're not just too focused on her, but you also don't want to not focus on her not enough? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it is a balance, but she's a generational talent. No league's ever about one player, but in this case, Caitlin brought tens of millions of new viewers into the W, and there's no denying that impact. Not just in the WNBA, but the world of sports. Adam and I talk all the time about she's the most popular athlete in America. She went to an LPGA tournament for a pro-am on a Wednesday, and like throngs of people were out there to watch her. And, I was at the Masters last year when she was in the Final Four, and I counted like 19 Caitlin Clark shirts of people walking around the Masters. So
it's crazy. I said on a pod, I think she's the most popular under 30 team sport athlete we have.
Yeah.
Now that Mahomes is 30, I think anyone under 30, I think she has anyone in any sport at this point, just from a recognizability.
Just turned 23, so she is hugely popular. But again, you do want to balance it because obviously you saw what happened with Juju Watkins, getting hurt. You want to balance making sure that you're also promoting your other stars like an Asia Wilson, like a Brianna Stewart. Nafisa Collier killed it last year. I mean, she was the runner-up, MVP, and the Defensive Player of the Year.
I loved her. I thought she was awesome.
Yeah, and she's a great person.
She could have gotten a couple calls in the finals. I thought she could have gotten some superstar calls. I was upset about that.
She's a mom and a role model for so many. So, so I think, again, that's why this year sustain the momentum we had last year and gain even new viewers, because if you look at, we were up triple digits in every category, in every demographic, and young people, old people, young girls and boys were having watch parties and watching our games. So it was incredible. So